Hola, y'all, and welcome back to part 3. So, part 1 was introducing the vocabulary and basic weather expressions to you. Part 2 was practicing the basic weather expressions, and now we are going to practice the related vocabulary. It's not necessarily saying it's hot or it's cold, but it's words that have to do with weather, such as lightning or clouds or rain or snow, kind of the nouns, and also reviewing some of the seasons. So, the related vocabulary, repasamos. So, just in case it's been a minute or two since you saw the vocabulary, let's just do quick review. Here are the three main verbs that we use when we are talking about weather expressions: hace, está, and I. Those are the three you'll see most often. How you're going to ask, what's the weather like? Que tiempo hace? What's the weather like? And here are some of those basic phrases that I introduced in part 1. We practiced in part 2. So if you would like to go back and review those, learn those, take a chance to write those down, here are some of the words that we've covered in this series so far. So now today, this video is palabras relacionadas, or related words. So these are not necessarily expressions, but they are words that have to do with weather or are used in the context of talking about weather. So we have sol, sun, lluvia, rain, nieve, snow, nubes, clouds, and viento, wind. Then we have tormenta, storm, truena, thunder, relámpagos, lightning, tornado, and huracán, hurricane. Okay, one of the phrases that you might hear quite often about weather is someone is going to ask you, what is the temperature outside? ¿Cuál es la temperatura afuera? And you would answer with la temperatura es, or you could simply say es, then tell me the number, and then grados or degrees. It is 30 degrees. Es 30 grados. All right, and then we talked about the word clima, which means climate. And again, think of climate as over time, over history. What is the weather typically like on any given day in a certain season? And then tiempo, or weather, is more temporary right now in this moment in time. What is the weather? So there's a little bit of difference between tiempo and clima. And then again, in many parts of the world, the weather is associated with seasons, not everywhere, but in many places. So, el verano is summer, el otoño, fall, el invierno, winter, and la primavera, spring. All right, that was your quick review. So now, practiquemos. Let's practice. Okay, here we go. ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say sol in inglés? ¿Qué significa sol? What does it mean? Yes, sun. Okay. ¿Qué significa lluvia? The pictures help. You probably feel like you're cheating a little bit right now. Lluvia. Rain. Yes. ¿Qué significa nieve? What does nieve mean? ¿Qué significa nieve? Yes, snow. All right, you're 3 for 3. I know it. ¿Qué significa nubes? ¿Qué significa nubes? What does nubes mean? Yes, clouds in the plural. You could say nube for cloud, just one. Viento. ¿Qué significa viento? Wind. ¿Qué significa tormenta? You're on a roll. I know it. Storm. All right, here we go. ¿Qué significa truena? Lots of time people seem more scared of this than they do the other. Truena. Yes, you hear it right before the lightning. This is thunder. All right, and relámpagos. ¿Qué significa relámpagos? Love that word. It's so fun. Lightning. Lightning. All right. ¿Qué significa tornado? Tornado. Yes, tornado. Same word, spelled differently. This is called a perfect cognate. It's spelled the same, but just pronounced differently. All right. And then huracán. Huracán. hurricane. Yes, we do not experience those where I live, but we do have the tornadoes. Temperatura. Temperatura. This is also a cognate, looks very much like temperature. Very good. And then grados. Grados. That is when you're getting very specific with the temperature. Degrees. How many degrees is it? What is the temperature? You would answer with the grados. All right. And then we have clima. El clima. Yes, that's a cognate as well. Climate. It looks a lot like what it is, climate. And then let's practice our 4 seasons. El verano. See, summer. What about otoño? Those falling leaves happen in the fall. Very good, very good. All right, what about el invierno? Look at all that snow, most parts of the world, or in my parts, north of the equator anyway. El invierno, winter. And last but not least, la primavera. Yes, that is spring, my favorite season. Okay, ahora, now, reverso. Let's do it. I will give you the English word, and you see if you can do it in Spanish. This one's just a little bit harder, but I know you can do it. All right. ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say? ¿Cómo se dice sun in Spanish? Sun. Sol. Very good. ¿Cómo se dice rain in Spanish? Rain. Lluvia. Remember, 2L sounds like a Y. Lluvia. ¿Cómo se dice snow in español? Snow. Nieve. All righty. How you doing? All right. ¿Cómo se dice clouds? Clouds. Yes. Nubes. Nubes. And again, one cloud, nube. ¿Cómo se dice wind? Wind. You're getting there. Viento. Viento. ¿Cómo se dice storm en español? Storm. Yes, tormenta. Tormenta. Sometimes those storms torment people, right? That's kind of a false cognate. It does not mean torment, but storms can torment you. All right. ¿Cómo se dice thunder? When the thunder rolls. My country music fans, who's that singer? All right. Truena. Truena. All right. ¿Cómo se dice lightning? This is a word I think is fun to say. Lightning. Yes. Relámpagos. Relámpagos. All right, just a few more. Tornado. ¿Cómo se dice? Oh, I gave you the answer. Tornado. How do you say tornado in Spanish? Tornado, right? Just pronounce it just a little bit different. Okay. Hurricane. ¿Cómo se dice hurricane en español? Hurricane. Huracán. Huracán. Okay, speaking of another cognate, words that look the same in both languages. Temperature. ¿Cómo se dice temperature en español? Temperatura. Temperatura. All right, when someone asks you the temperature, you're going to answer them in degrees. ¿Cómo se dice degrees en español? Grados. Very good, very good. All right, climate. That is like over the history, over a period of time. Typical weather. How would we say that in español? Clima. Very close. Clima. And then we have our 4 seasons. ¿Cómo se dice summer? Summer. Verano. Perfecto. ¿Cómo se dice fall? The leaves are falling in the fall. Otoño. Perfecto. Dos más. 2 more. Winter. ¿Cómo se dice winter? Invierno. El invierno. And last, ¿cómo se dice spring? How do you say spring? All right. La primavera. All right, that is the end. So hopefully you have practiced your vocabulary. You can watch this as many times as you want. We'll catch you on the next one. Adios. Stay warm.